I would also like to welcome you to my new home. We're going to get some double glazing in and everything. Going to get rid of the stained glass, double glazing, big extension on the side. You know, that'll be fine. I'm going off to London now to work with Matteo, the arranger and the co-producer. Yeah, 17 songs, including some great hits. Hello, how are you? This is Matteo. It's not. This is my manager's dog Darcy, Mr. Darcy, and he's going to help me on the album as well. He's going to do a little bit of singing, and he's going to double up as me. So.
Now, you have a nickname. You have a couple of nicknames.
Yes.
You were Opera Dude and the bad boy, Boe, the bad boy of opera, because you started in opera.
Yeah, I trained as an opera singer, and the bad boy of opera came about after I said a few things on radio that ruffled a few feathers.
Oh, no, you don't ruffle the opera feathers.
Well,
no.
Sometimes they need it. I do. I have 2 children. It's amazing what you can do when you save up the vouchers from cornflake packets. So.
And I have to say, in the morning, to get the household woken up, you know, I come down, put on Won't Get Fooled Again, and my wife thinks, oh, hell, what's going on? And I whack it up really loud on the stereo. And she comes down, I'm stood in my underpants rocking around the house, really, as Roger Daltrey.
It's a lovely picture you've given.
There you go, Ken, just for you, man.
Thank you, yes. Well, I don't know if I feel that lunch today, particularly, but never mind.
And I've actually started playing a lot more Iron Maiden, just to annoy my wife.
Right, good. Yeah. That and the Who, that's
she annoys me, you know, she didn't like me playing the Who, so I thought, well, I'll choose Iron Maiden, how's that? And she doesn't mind the Who now.
Oh, right, yeah, the Who's not bad now, it's come back in.
Was there a point where you thought, actually, I can make a living from singing?
Yeah, I think when my bank balance started to get better, it was no.
And I said I was watching him on the One Show last night.
Yes, I was. I was sat on the sofa. It was good fun. I was asked a question on the One Show, and I try and have a joke occasionally. You know, I like to crack a joke and try and make light of everything.
Yeah.
And they asked me, said, "So Alfie, when did you realise that singing was your career and that you were a success at it?" And I said, "When my bank balance started improving." And it didn't go. They didn't react. And I thought, oh, I've just made a fool of myself on national TV again. You know, I was hoping that all the viewers were with me, you know, on that joke. But
well, I was laughing at you.
Thank you.
With you, not at you. With you, of course.
Laughing at me. But the book is so I don't have to keep telling this story. I can just say read the book. You know?
Yeah, buy the book. Make me bank balance even bigger.
Exactly.
And do you think you'll keep it?
I think I will. Yeah. I think I might trim it down a little bit because I can hear animals in it at the moment. I won a Tony, so I was very fortunate there, very lucky, and I performed on the Tonys that night.
And that's sitting on the mantelpiece, that sits along to other awards, I believe.
I've got an LA Evasion Award, which I won when we took the show to LA, and my 100 metres breaststroke as well. That's next to that award too. I've named the album after my son, who's due to be born in January, and we're going to call him Alfie.
How did that happen?
Well, what do you want me to explain it on air? How it
I'm
happens?
just thinking, you've had such a busy year, Alfie.
Right.
This is incredible.
Right, not the actual process of how it happens.
No, I did read the leaflet on that one. Yeah.
You know, the stamina that they have and what they have to do, keep themselves in shape. Obviously, I do keep myself in shape quite a lot, as you can tell. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad this is radio.
And you're standing there, the sweat pouring off you, your long hair flowing down your back.
Exactly. I look pretty damn sexy, man.
What's it like then?
And I was looking at your stage door and I was thinking, what a shame that you're married with children, because let's face it, now would be the time to be single, wouldn't it, Alfie Boe, if you know what I'm saying?
I suppose
you have the pick of the crop, don't you? Really?
Yeah. There's some lovely people that are very good supporters of mine. I'm not saying a word actually after this.
And how else do you warm up then? Do you know, like when we're there
Lots
getting
of
excited?
sex in the dressing room.
Good. How does your wife know about that?
By the size of what it would be like to perform for that size of audience.
The audience was incredible. I was a bit nervous when you said the size of things. I wondered what you were going to say then for a minute. But no, playing the. I am never going to be invited back. I just realised that. Playing the audience.
This is airing on the Comedy Channel.
It
apparently.
is. There you go. I'm just channeling Jimmy Fallon.
Exactly.
And all these guys.
I love it.
Yeah, playing the O2 Arena was fantastic. What was the question again?
Oh, well, there isn't one. Just about being
the crowd were great.
overwhelmed.
It was massive. It was huge. Okay.
I personally straddle the worlds of musical theater and opera here at
Again, I was
Sirius
worried
XM.
about what you're going to say.
Wow.
I'm straddling.
Your
What are you
mind is just somewhere else, and I'm flattered, but
worried about the size and straddling this.
Wow.
And you know what the
so now we've moved over from the Comedy Channel to the X-rated Comedy Channel, or Howard Stern. Where's Howard paging Howard Stern?
Bring him in.
Now this prize package, it's if you don't know the detail, I do.
I don't actually. If you could let me know what I'm doing.
You're taking off all your clothes.
Right. Okay.
And putting them beside Gok Wan, who's already divested himself of his underwear.
And we'll move on to Queen with Fat Bottom Girls.
This has nothing to do with any ex-girlfriends. So,
Quite clear.
There you go. I've got to get that out in the open.
So listen, we're nearly out of time, but I'd love you to pick us a song so that we can finish off with, because we always do that with our guests.
Cool.
A song that maybe you want to dedicate to someone. Or,
let's do CeeLo Green, Forget You, and I'd like to dedicate it to my mother-in-law.
Nice one. I love it.
It's either that or the theme tune to Jurassic Park, man. That's
So do you see much of the mother-in-law then, or what? Or...
No, I do, yeah, quite a bit.
Oh, right,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
well, that's going to be interesting for you.
No, she's
nice.
a nightmare.
Okay, okay. Here we go then. So there we go, that's Forget You, the choice of Alfie Boe for his mother-in-law. Nice, very nice. He wanted Sympathy for the Devil, but we couldn't play that one. Best of luck with the DVD.
You know, the dialect there, you're from what, Oklahoma, Texas?
Yeah, North Carolina. It's a real strong North Carolina accent. No, I'm from England originally.
Household name there, as I understand.
Well, there you go. Yeah. When they see me on the radio, hear me on the radio, they can turn me off now.
Is this about leaving them a record as well, so that when they're old enough and they look at Dad's first book, that this is what I was doing for you, it's a permanent record for them, isn't it?
It is, you know, with my records, it's something that they can turn off, and with the book, it's something that they can burn if they're ever cold. So that's.
And you've a lot of fans out there, Alfie. I don't understand it. And Anne Russell says,
I haven't got a clue. I think I'm enjoying it much more now than I ever have in the past.
Why do you think?
I'm just loving meeting you, Alan. You know.
Now stop it.
How did you decide which songs to pull together for this concert, for the album that goes with it?
Really, it's a case of me coming up with a list of most of my favourite songs, some of my favourite songs. My management come up with lists of their favourite songs. The record company come up with lists. We sit down together, we scrap everyone else's list, and we just stick to mine. So no,
That's a good plan.
There you go.
Is it true that you were an apprentice motor mechanic and some guy walked in one day and...
It's complete crap.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, it's true. I was a mechanic in a car factory in Blackpool. Never get a serious answer out of me, by the way. Sorry about that.
I would guess that by now.
And I don't regret that at all, because that training that I had at the Royal College of Music in London really gave me a grounding support for how I should take care of my voice. You know, I had to sort of go through lessons of how to be able to sing when you've sort of drank 9 pints the night before, really. Mm. Obviously that joke didn't work then. That was but yeah, straight over the top of the head. I love it here, and I love the whiskey. So yeah, the schedule is punishing in musical theatre. You know,
you don't have time to shave, I see.
No, absolutely. Oh my goodness.
Is this true that you were picked up, as it were, in a car factory? In the nicest possible way, ladies and
gentlemen. Much advice.
And was this a career that you've been dreaming of at this stage? Did you think that this would happen for you?
Not really. I just hated it in the garage. It was horrible.
9 children?
It's 9 of us, yeah, man.
Hey.
9 of us in the tribe.
Catholics or sloppy Protestants?
Catholics with no TV.
Was there no TV in your house? I mean, 9 kids.
Alfred Giovanni Roncalli Boe.
That's right, yeah.
It's
quite a mouthful, yeah. So, you know, when I have to fill in forms and they say, please put your full name in there, you know, it's like, I think, oh, it's going to take me half an hour at least.
yeah, exactly.
You were named after a pope, weren't you?
Well, yeah, Pope Alfred. No, that famous old Pope Alfred.
So they named me after a pope instead. So basically, I do plan on being the next pope.
Hey, there's a vacancy.
I know, that's what
There's
I'm
a vacancy
saying.
coming up.
I know.
Be nice to have a young one.
You're right, I can be the rocking pope.
Pope John the 23rd I was named after, and there's no Italian in the family at all. It was just named after the Pope. So I suppose recording star, West End, Broadway, Vatican is the next place for me, I suppose. Yeah.
You haven't sung there yet?
I haven't yet. No.
And your parents, they were playing more opera, were they?
My father used to play a lot of the old-fashioned tenors and things, and we used to sit around the dinner table on a Sunday. I'd be dying to get into the garden, you know, to go and play with my mates, and I'd be listening to Richard Tarver, thinking, oh, this is great, I've just had to eat cabbage, and now I'm listening to Richard Tarver, you know.
It's a wonder you ever sang.
Exactly.
It's not like at all.
You chew one piece of meat for 35 minutes, and it doesn't taste very nice after that, you know. Because the only way I could make the tour sell out was buy tickets from family, Ted, you know what I mean?
Prove to me that you're no fool. Walk across my swimming pool. Hey, you're popping in now, Alfie, aren't you, love, after that vocal performance?
So what am I going to do? So, yes, it's working out all right.
We'll loan you out
Thank
happily
you.
for a short time. As we did to Matt Lucas, of course.
There you go.
And he